No one knows where my town is. I'm being serious. You can pull it up on Google Maps, but when you ask someone that's not from around here you'll get confused looks. So when we would have a person go missing, usually the locals and police would look for a few days and then give up. I am currently one of the locals looking. Another thing to note about our town is that we get our money from hikers. We sit by a national park, so business is booming around summertime. This missing person is one of those hikers. People usually come here from the city, so when you get into the woodlands they always get lost. So it is 5:45 p.m. yesterday and we were all at the park's entrance with the police sergeant looking at us. Alright people, first of all I would like to thank you all on behalf of the person's family. She left her car here saying that she was going to hike for a few minutes, but none of her family has seen her since. We will meet back here in a couple of hours, that way others can help change shifts. Okay? Good. I was with the first shift of people. There was maybe 50 of us looking. I decided to check out one of the lesser known trails while people were looking at the hot spots for hikers. It has been hot the last few days, so I've packed a backpack with some cold water with me, as I was already starting to feel beads of sweat. Only about 5 people had thought the same as I did, so it was mostly quiet except for us hollering the hiker's name. About 1 hour in, one of the searchers, who I'll name Sam, yelled for us to come look at his spot. We all came to his direction and found a crumpled photograph of the missing hiker and a man who looks about the same age. They were both wearing hiker gear. Did the family ever mention a boyfriend? All of us shook our heads no. You think that she took him with her and now we got 2 people missing? Sam pulled out his radio. I'm going to call it in, he said as we all kept looking for more signs. Another hour goes by and we are all separated from each other. The only thing that I can hear is the birds and the wind brushing up against the trees. I was walking along a trail when suddenly I tripped on something, scaring a deer that was minding its own business. Ow! I looked down and my heart started beating fast. It was a woman's boot that had splotches of blood on it. After calming myself down I radio it in, but as far I could tell I had no signal or no one could hear me. I place a circle of twigs around it to use as a marker. Heart racing and pouring sweat, I drink some water and headed along. Just don't think anything of the worst yet. For all you know she could still be alive. I thought as I tried to think if maybe an animal had attacked her. That thought quickly became relevant as more splotches of blood were covering the trees and leaves ahead. As I walked and looked at them I realized something that made me raise my hopes up. She's leaving a trail. I radio it in to anybody that could hear me and ran. I ran and ran until I didn't see the blood anymore as I came up to a clearing next to a cliff. My heart dropped as I look and see a big puddle of blood on the clearing and saw that it looked like she was dragged over the cliff. Wait, dragged? I look at the drag marks on the ground and then over the cliff. I wished I hadn't, as the sight of the body made my puke my guts out along with the soaring heat. A crunching sound of a tree branch made me tense up as I swirled around. What I saw through them tress made my heart drop. The creature was about 7 feet tall and was mostly bone with a couple of antlers on its head. Blood was dripping from its mouth. I backed up as far as I could as the creature was walking towards me. It was about to escape the clutches of the forest when suddenly, "Hey Mike, you alright?" The creature looked towards the sound back towards me. Good thing it decided to run away because I didn't have the strength to fight it off. Sam came running up to me. He about asked me what happened because my face looked pale and looked over the cliff. That was when he puked. We told the sergeant and the search was called off. The sergeant said that the girl's family didn't know who was on the photograph as she didn't hardly date. Now a manhunt is on for him, but I don't think they'll find him. The reason I am posting this story here is because this morning when I woke up a bloody handprint of the creature was on my bedroom window.